What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and I decided to make a lot more videos of me just talking to y'all face to face, or face to screen, or my face to camera, whatever you want to call it, really. Because for some reason those videos get a lot more views than my Let's Play videos, and if you want to look at those, feel free. But I don't know why people seem to like my face a lot. Am I pretty? Am I? Do you like it? Do you like it? It's enough of that. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about one of my more fond gaming memories from when I was growing up as a little small baby child. So like most people, I grew up playing like RPGs and things like that. But I once saw my dad playing World of Warcraft, the very first MMORPG I had ever come into contact with. Actually, that's not true. I did play RuneScape for like 2 days, and then for some reason, like, my young mind thought it was so complicated that I just never picked it up again. Like, I was playing with my friends, and then we just never did again, ever. But back to World of Warcraft. I saw my dad playing it, and like, I was like, I think I was in like middle school at the time, and then my mentality on like MMOs was, for some reason, like, it was like a bad thing to do or a nerdy thing. Like, it wasn't cool to play World of Warcraft. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Like, little did I know that a good amount of my friends who I thought were cool also played World of Warcraft, which was really, really, like, eye-opening to me. Because, you know, World of Warcraft's one of those things where it's like, you either like it or you don't. There's no middle ground there. But, yeah, whatever. And lo and behold, I dedicated like about 6-7 years of my life to that. I had a lot of fun with it, but I stopped simply because for one reason and one reason only. Both me and my father, we played on private servers, meaning servers that are free, a couple or like usually like a good amount of patches behind, and are not legal by Blizzard standards at all. Mostly because like the thing about World of Warcraft is if you don't pay your subscription fee, they shut down your account and then your characters are gone. So basically people with an addiction problem keep paying because, one, they either keep playing, or two, they just don't want to lose the characters they sunk hours into. And I get it, like something like that I would understand not wanting to like lose at all. So people keep paying. It's like it's a really good money ploy, like, in all honesty. But we didn't want to pay because, you know, we knew ourselves. We would drop off, come back on, drop off, come back on, and we didn't want to pay the monthly fee. So we were on private servers. The very first private server, at least the one that I remember, was called GGWow. It's been long since shut down. It shut down probably like more than a decade ago, if my memory serves correctly. Now, I simply played to try it out. I never expected myself to like get like addicted to it, but I couldn't see the future, and well, that was 6 years of my life dedicated to that frickin' MMO, and I genuinely had a lot of fun. What made it really fun, though, was my father had found a really nice guild, and then they invited me to it. And like, my dad doesn't like at all hinting that like who he actually is, so he said he was my elder sister because he's a creep like that. What was I gonna say? But that guild was genuinely nice, and I think that's why I had a lot of fun playing World of Warcraft. Oh my god, what was that expansion where Illidan was the final boss? I don't remember off the top of my head. Dark Crusade, I think is what it was called? I don't remember. Because I played from that one to a little bit of Cataclysm. Like, I did come back to another private server that me and my dad later on found, when Cataclysm was out, and I just kind of started falling out from there, because it was just the same thing. Oh, sorry, it was just the same thing over and over and over again. So like, making new characters didn't abate my boredom. Testing out different classes didn't fix it. Going on raids didn't fix it. And I think it was because, like, the guilds that I joined, or the people that invited me to raids, simply put, they weren't friends. The guild that I was part of, back in, like, that first private server that we were in, and lo and behold, I don't remember what it was called, but it was full of nice people. Like, whenever I would log in, like, the first thing that would happen would be, hey, whatever my character's name was, need help leveling, need help questing, and, like, more than likely, I would be like, oh, no, I prefer to play by myself, but if I need something, I'll generally ask. And they're like, okay, fine, it's whatever. Because for the most part, like, the senior members of that guild were, like, max level with multiple characters, and either A, they logged on to do their daily quests, or they just genuinely wanted to help the newer members. And I'm like, that's genuinely cool. I thought they were nice, but me being the awkward, I think I was 13 at the time, the awkward and, like, you know, the whole online community thing is terrifying to me, mentality was still in my mind, so I was like, oh, no thanks. I always feel awkward, like, playing with people online when I don't know them. That's why when I was playing with my dad, I never felt awkward. But, like, that was the guild. Like, I would log in, like, oh, do you need help leveling? No, I'm fine. I typically played Horde. I remember, I had a couple Alliance characters, a couple Horde characters. I, had a Drene Paladin, a Troll Hunter. I think... I also had a Troll Priest at one point. Like, I typically played support. I never liked playing tank. I like playing healer. I like playing support. I don't know. DPS was also really easy because guess what? Your only goal is to shoot and kill things. So, that was that. I have to say my favorite memory of playing with that specific guild was, one time we were going to raid, what were we gonna raid? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. What was that raid? I think it was during... I don't remember what that raid was. But it was definitely when, Lich King was out. When Wrath of the Lich King was out, because my dad had a death knight at the time. I think we were doing Naxxramas. Let me quickly Google search that. Yep, I think we were doing Naxxramas, if my memory serves correctly. We were like preparing to raid, to do a raid there. Like, it was a T3 raid, if I remember correctly. We were doing it for gear, and we were just waiting around, and all of a sudden one of our guild members, once again, I don't remember any of them, challenged me to a duel, because, like, we're just shooting the shit, like, waiting our time, because a couple of our members were going to be late, and we knew that, so we're just gonna chill here in, what was the Dark Elf, city? I was with my Drene Paladin at the time. His name was Warwolf, if I remember correctly, and the wolf was spelled with a U. It was interesting, like that was probably the most creative name I made at the time. But we were just dueling, and at that time, I'm not sure if it was the private server or if it was actual WoW patch that was glitchy, but for some reason, if my pally, who was at healing spec at the time, used a specific, blessing or whatever it was, I forget what spell it was, but it had an effect that where I would heal based on my damage, and I was glitched to the point where I would heal myself massively for no reason. So everyone who tried to duel me couldn't kill me, even though they were senior members. They were better geared than I was, and had more experience with the game than I did. I didn't care. I wasn't one to like learn anything about the game, but no one could kill me. So eventually, like, everyone, like literally everyone would line up to duel me, and I would just be like sitting there going like, okay, I'm just gonna play like I typically do whenever I like fight anything. And then our guild master, who is a Drene shaman, was like, okay, everyone step aside, let me do this. She's fully geared in like everything. She's just there, and it was a girl, by the way, I don't remember her name, and she was there to like she was already geared. She was there to like make sure everyone else was geared. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, and I was like, okay, fine. I'm literally waiting for someone to kill me anyway, and like she would do everything in her power to make sure I would never get cast off any spell. She would like knock me back, like use totems, everything. And she won the duel, but barely. She just barely won. And everyone's just like, oh my god, we can't kill him. We can't kill Wolf. He's untouchable. And then someone made the joke like, oh, maybe he should tank. And I'm like, no. Playing against players is one thing, but playing against a boss, which is purposely made that 1,000 people are needed to kill them, that's different. But that was honestly fun because those people were genuinely nice, genuinely just want to have a good time. They were super casual players. Like I didn't have to be online every day for people to be like, oh, yeah, like if you're like not an active player, you were gonna get kicked. Like no, it was super casual. They were just like normal everyday people, and like they were willing to help. And I think that's the reason why I loved playing World of Warcraft at the time. Until that private server got shut down, I was having the time of my life with that game. And then it got shut down, and then me and my dad moved to like a good amount of private servers at the time. We shifted to like 2 or 3 because like at some point like they would just get shut down, and we knew that for a fact. Like we wouldn't even be mad about it because like we knew that like, oh, it's a private server, it's gonna eventually get shut down, and that's not the fault of the people who made the server, not our fault. It's because like, well, actually it is our fault, but like we were like, whatever, if it happens, it happens. Whatever. We lose whatever time we put on those characters. It's our fault. But the more I would move around to servers, the more I would just like make new characters to fill a void. The more I would just like go on raids just for gear and like stuff that I wanted to like improve my character. I just realized that it was the same cycle over and over and over again. Nothing would change. Nothing was different. Nothing made it fun for me anymore. So eventually I just stopped. I uninstalled the WoW launcher and like the specific launchers for those private servers and just plain stopped. Whatever. Honestly, I miss those days because those were genuinely nice people. It's not like I don't miss the game per se. Though I do like that style of MMO, and I wish more of them were like that nowadays. Because I've played, like, Rift, I've played Terra, I've played, what else other MMOs have I played? I've played Neverwinter Online, I've played, what's that super, like, anime one? I forget what it's called, but I played, like, a whole bunch of MMOs, and, like, no, I played Blade and Soul a little bit. I played Aeon. Aeon was one that I liked a lot because I like the playstyle. I like the World of Warcraft playstyle where it's a tray with all of your abilities, and you can chain them if you want, like what Aeon does and what, like, I forget, NCSoft. NCSoft does pretty decent MMOs in my opinion. Like all that. I always loved that style of MMO because I hated like the active style MMO where it's like you click for basic attack, right click for a special, and then like you have like the 5 keys. Like it was made for controller. I hated that. Like Terra was a fun game, but I just hated the playstyle because I wanted all of my abilities on that tray for me to be able to click and for there to be an auto attack, and for me to just sit back and like be somewhat casual about playing a game. I hated active playstyles. It gives me stress. But yeah, those were my days in World of Warcraft, and I was not good at that game. I didn't care about stats or what gear were the best builds. Like I did later, toward my later days of World of Warcraft, when I would knowingly be like, okay, what's the best build for leveling? What's the best build for raiding? What's the best build for this specific role of raiding? Yeah, it was interesting. Like I miss playing a game like that. I don't know. World of Warcraft was one of those things where it's the game that held me, the MMO that held me the longest. I probably played Terra for a few months. I played Aeon for like 1 or 2 years. I played Neverwinter for a few months. I played Blade and Soul for a few months and stopped. But World of Warcraft, 6 years. 6 years, maybe 7 of my life went into World of Warcraft. And I'm probably never gonna find an MMO like that will like hold me. I don't know. Maybe it's simply because like that MMO, I had like decent friends that I had online, and then I'll never find them ever again. Maybe one day I'll remember what that guild was, but I remember the server was called GG WoW. Whatever. I'll miss that server. They had nice people, for the most part. Allowed me to be casual. Allowed me to play in my own way. And I was a kid at the time. I was super awkward, so I would just like sit there, mindlessly slaughter pigs. I miss those days. Maybe I'll get back to World of Warcraft one day. Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hearing me talk about my days in World of Warcraft. So anyway, you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the shade. See you guys next time. Bye.